All right, good morning, dear students, and welcome once again to our general biology video lecture. And today we are dealing with lesson 3 of course outcome 4. Okay, so let's start with lesson 3, gene expression, also known as the central dogma of molecular biology, linking nucleic acids to proteins. All right, so let's get going. So first of all, of course, it all starts with the RNA and the genetic code. So ano bang meron dyan? Okay, so ang sabi dyan, no, the mechanism of gene expression, the DNA in genes specifies information, but information is not structure and function. Genetic information is expressed into structure and function through protein synthesis. Okay, breakdown muna natin yung binanggit ko kanina, no? So ibig sabihin lang naman nun that the DNA no, in genes codes for the genetic information, your genotype and phenotype. Okay, kung ano yung height mo, blood type, okay, hair color, okay, and so on. But of course, the DNA does not code for structure and function. So, the structure and function of the genetic information is found through protein synthesis. Okay? So in other words, the DNA in a gene determines the sequence of nucleotides in an RNA molecule. O sa madaling salita, ang DNA ang nagbibigay ng template doon kinukuha ng ating cell yung template para si RNA naman ang magkocontrol ng primary structure ng protein. So, kukopyahin ng RNA, papartneran ng RNA yung template na yon. Tapos, gagawa siya ng protein through the linking of the amino acid chains. And obviously, yung amino acids, pag pinagdugtong-dugtong, magiging protina. Okay. So, let's take a look at the flow of genetic information in a cell. Okay? So kung titignan natin, magsa-start yan sa DNA. Tapos, the transcription process occurs in the nucleus. And then of course, we have this messenger RNA or mRNA na in turn, the translation process will occur in the ribosome kung saan gagawa ng protein ang ribosome and eventually magiging polypeptide or a series of multiple amino acid chains. Okay? Aside from that, no, the RNA carries the information. Ano nga ba ang RNA? Nabanggit natin yan last meeting, no, that the RNA or the ribonucleic acid is of course a polymer of RNA nucleotides. Meron siyang ribose instead of deoxyribose, kaya nga ribonucleic acid yung pangalan niya. Tapos, ang base pairs ay si adenine pairing up with uracil and guanine pairing up with cytosine. So, ang pumalit kay thymine sa RNA ay si uracil. Now, there are three types of RNA. We have mRNA or messenger RNA. Doon na yung keyword natin, messenger, which means it carries the message from the DNA to the nucleus to the ribosomes in the cytoplasm. Next, we have ribosomal RNA. So, ang ribosomal RNA or rRNA, kasama niya yung mga ribosomal proteins. Altogether, they make up the ribosome. Naalala nyo, CO1, may dalawang subunits yung ribosomes ng cell. Okay, the large and the small subunits. This is where proteins or polypeptides are synthesized. Pag minention sa slide polypeptides at pag minention kong protein, pareho lang yun. Okay? Lastly, we have transfer RNA or tRNA, which of course from the word transfer, it transfers the appropriate amino acid to the ribosome. So MRT. Okay? Para itong trend ng RNA. Okay. Next. Now, about the genetic code. Yan. Ano ba yung genetic code na yan? Of course, the genetic code is composed of the codons. Okay? Codons. Which is, of course, a unique arrangement of 3 RNA nucleotides. So, kung titignan natin to, yan, genetic code yan, ito rin, ito din, at lahat ng yan. Yan, ito, pati ito. So, 3 possible bases ang composition ng tinatawag natin na genetic code or codon. Ngayon, each codon, okay, represents or specifies one of the 20 essential amino acids. Okay? So alam naman natin yan, di ba? Amino acid, building blocks or monomers of protein. O, for example, si UCU, sabi niya gano'n, no? It codes for the amino acid phenylalanine. Yan, si UCU daw yun. Okay? Meanwhile, si GCU, okay, that codes for the amino acid alanine. Okay? And sabi ko last time, 'di ba, when the last 3 letters end up with INE, most likely we are referring to an amino acid. Example, alanine, threonine, lysine, leucine, arginine, siyempre, yung UGA, that is the stop codon. So malalaman natin bakit may stop codon later on as we go through this in the video lecture. Okay. Now there are 64 possible codons and as you can see on your right, this is the translation table. Okay? Actually, helpful 'yan. Magagamit niyo 'yan sa pre-lab nyo. No? So kung di nyo pa nasasagutan yung pre-lab nyo, I suggest you answer it on or before the experiment or the VR activity which will be held on October 14 and 15. Okay, balik tayo sa ating lecture proper. No? So sabi dito, meron daw 64 possible codons. Okay? And these codons can be redundant. Sabi mo redundant, paulit-ulit or in this slide, degenerate, but not ambiguous or hindi malabo. More than one codon can code for the same amino acid or the case of redundancy. Okay, for example, ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, apat na codons. Okay? Magkakaiba yung bases nila, si UU, si UC, si UA, si UG. Pero, isa pangalan nila. Isang amino acid yung kinokode nila and that is leucine. Same thing with the valine, no? With valine. Kita niyo yun, di ba? GUU, GUC, GUA, GUG, lahat yan, valine. Okay? Also, every codon only codes for one amino acid. Meron din namang ganun. Okay? Sample. Si tryptophan. Yan, si tryptophan, UGG. Ang tawag naman sa kanya, unambiguous. Okay? Tryptophan. Yung may mga kaparehas, pero magkakaiba yung letter o yung codon, kakaparehas yung mga identity nila, tawag doon redundancy. Okay? Yan. Now, let's move forward to the process. Okay? Of transforming DNA to RNA and then eventually amino acids and proteins. Okay, it starts with the transcription process. So the transcription process, of course, the DNA strand is unzip. Okay? Ano yung zipper, di ba? Parang ganun yung nangyayari. Binuksan, in-expose ang strand. Okay, to expose the base. Now, only one side of the DNA, otherwise known as the template strand. So, ito yung ating template strand, nakikita nyo sa picture. Okay? Is transcribed into an mRNA molecule. Now, who does the unzipping of the DNA strand? Okay? Let's get to know them. Who does the unzipping is, of course, it is helicase. Helicase. Okay? Siya yung enzyme na nag-unzip nung DNA strand. Now, helicase, unzipper ha. Yan. Taga-unzip siya. Taga-bukas. Now, the RNA polymerase, another enzyme, is what I call the builder. Kaya sabi mo naman builder, it builds an RNA strand in the 5' to 3' direction because anti-parallel yung orientation ng ating DNA nucleotides or complementary to the DNA nucleotides. So si RNA ang tagapag-build. Okay, builder siya. Parang si Bob the Builder. Siyempre, ang kaso niyan, of course, magiging case niyan, si adenine ay ka-pair up na si uracil. Yeah, anyway, moving forward with the stages of transcription, of course, we have what we call initiation. Okay. So initiation begins when RNA polymerase attaches to a region of DNA called a promoter. Okay? So, isipin nyo na lang to, no? Parang construction site yung tinatawag nating gene expression. So, kumuha muna sila ng pattern, ng template, no? Yung mga construction workers natin, also known as enzyme. Okay? Si helicase, okay? Pinaklas niya yung pattern. Tapos, si RNA polymerase, nag-build siya ng kapartner ng DNA template. Now, si promoter naman, no, defines the start of the transcription. Ito yan, di ba? Ayan. Dito tayo magsa-start ha. Sabi siguro ni promoter. The direction of transcription and the strand to be transcribed. Okay, pag sinabi mong transcribe, di ba? Sabihin yan, kinokopya mo. O kaya, sinusulat mo yung idinidictate sa'yo nung sabihin na natin, pinakikinggan kang audiobook, nakikinig ka ng sermon, o kaya podcast. Sa transcription naman ng DNA, okay, magsa-start yan kay promoter. Ito itong segment na to, yung ita-transcribe natin alam mo na gagawin mo, polymerase yes sir, Mr. Promoter. Ako na po bahala. Next. After initiation follows elongation, which of course occurs as the RNA polymerase reads down the DNA template strand in the 3' to 5' direction and attaches complementary RNA base. So, ito yung template strand. Ayan. Pattern sabi ko kanina, or template. So, si RNA polymerase, tawag din natin sa kanya ay builder. May mga role, di ba, yung mga enzyme. So, babasahin niya. Okay, so sabi ni boss promoter, ito daw yung bibigyan ko ng kapartner. Okay, sige. CACATGAGT GCGTAGAAC. Okay, sige. oras na para i-transcribe yan at bigyan sila ng mga kapartner. So, pinartneran na niya. Okay? Paano daw yung pagbabasa niya? 3 prime to 5 prime. Ganun eh, no? Kasi nga, anti-parallel. Tandaan natin yan. Forever. Okay. Initiation, elongation, and then of course, termination. Okay. So, pag sinabi nating termination, lahat ng mga may lahat ng mga bagay na nag-uumpisa may katapusan. Okay, so termination occurs when RNA polymerase comes to a DNA stop sequence. The stop sequence causes RNA polymerase to stop transcribing the DNA and to release the mRNA molecule, now called an mRNA transcript. Okay, kaya nakakita nyo kanina yung stop code doon. Okay, yun po yung nagsisignal na kailangan ng tumigil yung RNA polymerase sa pagbabasa at pagtatranscribe ng mga bases. Okay? Kapag ka nangyari yun, oops, tigil na. Tigil na, RNA polymerase. Goods na yan. Pwede mo na ngayon ilabas si mRNA or si messenger RNA. Oh. Magpadala ka na ng mensahero para makapunta na sa ribosomes. Okay? Yes, sir! Sabihin niya siguro. Kanina ba siya nagre-report? Eh di sa nucleus. Okay?
During
Tignan natin. Ayan na nga. Oh.
the DNA in the gene is used as a template to make a messenger RNA strand
Ayun.
with the help of the enzyme RNA polymerase.
Ayun.
This process occurs in 3 stages: initiation, elongation, and termination.
Ayan.
During initiation, the promoter region of the gene functions as a recognition site for RNA polymerase to bind. This is where the majority of gene expression is controlled, by either permitting or blocking access to this site by the RNA polymerase. Binding causes the DNA double helix to unwind and open. Then during elongation, the RNA polymerase slides along the template DNA strand.
Okay. So we have seen the short video about the process of transcription starting from initiation, elongation, and termination. Kumuha ng template sa DNA, si RNA polymerase, binded to the promoter, and then RNA polymerase reads the template strand from 3 prime to 5 prime and then starts putting up some base pairs until, of course, the stop codon may signals it to stop transcribing. Therefore, the mRNA is released. Now, let's move forward to primary transcript. Okay, ano naman po yung primary transcript na yan? So, bago muna maging mRNA, si RNA, nagiging pre-mRNA muna siya. Yan muna siya, ang kanyang tinatawag nating first form. Okay. Pre-mRNA is composed of exons and introns. Exon, this will be expressed. Exon, express. Whereas introns occur in between the exons. Okay, intron in between exon. Para madaling tandaan. Exon, expressed, intron in between exons. Okay? Now, anong role ng dalawang to? Okay, the exons and the introns allows a cell to pick and choose which exons go into a particular mRNA. Yun pala. Okay? So, parang screening kasi itong mRNA, no? Pipili muna, no? Kung anong cell yung pupunta doon sa magiging mRNA. At bago naging mRNA si mRNA, exons at introns muna yan. Next, move forward naman tayo sa pre-mRNA processing. When we say pre-mRNA, is it is referring to a modified or processed before leaving the eukaryotic nucleus. Modifications to the ends of the primary transcript. Cap on the 5' end. The cap is a modified guanine nucleotide. It helps a ribosome determine where to attach when translation begins. Poly A tail of 150 to 200 adenines on the 3' end, which facilitates the transport of mRNA out of the nucleus and inhibits degradation of mRNA by hydrolytic enzymes. Oh, nagets nyo ba yung binasa ko? Of course, i-breakdown natin. Okay. So, yung pre-mRNA, pag sinabi mong pre-mRNA or before mRNA, i-modify muna yan sa loob ng nucleus bago siya ipadala, i-send yung message sa ribosome. Okay? So, meron daw siyang cap, no? Nagawa sa guanine. Gawa sa guanine daw yung cap na yan, parang protection niya. Nakalagay doon sa 5' end. Okay? Tapos, meron naman daw poly A tail. Okay? Nagawa daw sa 150 to 200 adenine. Okay? Oh, ano yung dalawang yan? Si adenine at si guanine. 'Di ba? Purine 'yan. Oh, yan, purine sila, no? On the 3' end. Okay? So, ano ba yung role ng cap at poly A tail? Well, they help transport the mRNA out of the nucleus. And they prevent degradation or destruction of mRNA by hydrolytic enzymes. So, protection nga talaga yung ginagawa niyang cap at poly A tail. Alright? Next. Now, how are introns removed from pre-mRNA? Okay, ito na. Pupunta na tayo sa tinatawag na self-splicing. Okay? Si introns kasi, alam naman natin si introns kanina, di ba? It's in between exons. Exons are expressed in the pre-mRNA. Now, introns can remove themselves from the RNA through the process of self-splicing. Okay, ano ba yung self-splicing? Okay, yung self-splicing, no? Sa case natin mga tao, okay, we have a specialized structure called spliceosomes. Parang lysosomes ng sera. Oh, parang ganun nga. It sounds like lysosomes. Pero spliceosomes are they utilize RNA-based enzymes called ribozymes to cut out the introns. Okay? So, parang sa puntong to splice, okay, to splice introns, eukaryotes, high sophisticated eukaryotes like humans utilize ribozymes to cut out the introns and join together the exons. Okay? Ba't kailangan gawin yun? Bakit kailangan alisin sa eksena si introns? For them to create a mature RNA, a mature mRNA rather. That is, of course, ready for translation to a protein. Transcription, translation, okay? And speaking of, ayan,
The
pakita
strand
lang
of
natin.
messenger RNA that is made during transcription includes regions called exons that code for a protein.
So, ang daming pinagdadaanan no, ng mRNA bago siya makalabas sa nucleus at mapunta na sa ribosomes no, para mag-start na yung translation. Okay? Yan. Nasa translation na tayo. Now, during translation, no, the mRNA codon sequence is translated into a protein or an amino acid sequence. Okay? So, ito daw yung nangyayari sa translation. Yung mRNA, may dala-dala siyang message. Okay? I come bearing a message, ladies and gentlemen. I have the codon sequence, and you are going to translate it into a protein or an amino acid sequence. Now, what are the requirements? Okay. Etong translation process, nangyayari ito sa ribosome. Okay. And si mRNA, siya ang nagsasabi o nag-indicate which amino acids are needed using codons. Tapos dito naman papasok si tRNA or si transfer RNA. tRNA contains a binding site complementary to the mRNA called anti or anticodons and carries the amino acid. Tapos, si amino acid naman, dala-dala siya ni tRNA. Okay? So, nasa loob to ng ribosome, ha? Ito yung mga ganap, no? Iisihan lang natin. Si mRNA, dala-dala niya yung mga codons. Ngayon, si tRNA naman, dala-dala niya naman yung mga kapartner ng codon, si anticodon. Okay, meron din silang, etong translation, ang similarities din niya sa transcription, it also has initiation, elongation, and termination stages. Now, let's take a look at this tRNA. Ayan o, itsura niya. Kaya siya tinawag na tRNA. Unang-una sa lahat, letter T siya. And it carries the amino acid identity that is complementary to the mRNA. Okay? Fun fact, there is at least one tRNA molecule for each of the 20 amino acids found in proteins. The amino acid binds to the 3' end of the tRNA. Yun. Yeah? Yung amino acid, the tRNA, at nakabind siya, nakadikit siya sa 3' end ng tRNA. Now, the opposite end of the tRNA contains the anticodon. Sino ba si anticodon? Mamaya malaman natin kung sino si anticodon. Okay, so the process of translation occurs at the ribosomes. All right? So, of course, what's found in the ribosomes are the ribosomal RNA or the rRNA and the proteins. We also called back in CO1 ribosomes as the protein factory or the protein center of the cell. Okay? Now, ribosomes are produced from the DNA template in the nucleolus. And as I said earlier, ribosomes have a large and small subunit. Okay? Ito. Brace yourselves. Ribosomes contain 3 binding sites to facilitate tRNA, mRNA pairing. We have the E site or the X site, the P site or the peptide, and the A site for the amino. Now, more about the ribosomes, of course, yung large subunit daw, meron siyang enzymes na gumagawa ng peptide bonds between nearby or adjacent amino acids to form polypeptides. So napaka-special din talaga ng ribosomes. Not only that, it has 3 building sites, okay, to generate tRNA, mRNA pairing. Yung dalawang subunits niya, yung large at small subunits, particularly large subunit, contains enzymes to create peptide bonds. Okay? So take a look at this ribosome right here. Ito nga yung small subunit niya at ito yung kanyang large subunit. And these are the binding sites of the ribosome. Okay. Initiation in the translation phase are or goes like this. Okay. The small ribosomal unit, ayun. The mRNA, ayan. And the initiator tRNA, okay, which always has the UAC anticodon methionine amino acid. Yun daw yung dala-dala ni initiator tRNA. And of course, dala-dala niya yun, they capable of binding to the P site. Okay? Exit, protein, peptide or protein, A or amino. Exit, protein, amino. Okay? So, UAC anticodon. Next, large ribosomal subunit completes the ribosome. Okay? The small ribosomal subunit binds to the mRNA. Okay? Ito yung maliit na subunit ng ribosome. Ito yung mRNA. Ito naman yung tRNA na may dala-dala daw na methionine amino acid. Okay? So in other words, gumagawa ng ribosome. Okay? Gumagawa ng ribosome. So the large subunit of the ribosome completes the ribosome, which of course the initiator tRNA occupying the P site or the protein site. Next, so we have translocation. So ano naman nangyayari sa translocation? So the second tRNA moves to the P site of the large subunit of the ribosome. And then the initiator tRNA moves to the E site. Yun yung initiator, tRNA, umalis na. Okay? Tapos, ano nangyari? Si ribosome daw, babasahin niya yung next codon in the mRNA. Okay? Bakit kailangan niyang gawin yun? Siyempre, siguraduhin niya kung yung corresponding amino acid na dala-dala nung tRNA at kung tama ba yung pairing. Okay? Ito yung mga conditions niya ni ribosome. It allows only one type of tRNA to bring its amino acid. One type of tRNA, bring your amino acid. Must have the anticodon complementary to the mRNA codon being read. May anticodons ba kayo, boss? Meron. Tama dapat yung pairing, ha? Kasi kung hindi, ayan, dito na naglalabasan yung mga errors in gene expression. Okay? Nagiging sakit din yan, class. At ayaw natin mangyari yan. So, sir, anong reason kung ba't nangyayari yun kung tatanungin nyo? Well, at some point, random talaga yung mga nangyayaring errors in transcription and translocation or gene expression errors. So, most of the time, okay, random siya, random event, or influenced by unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, so what happens at the end of the translocation? The peptide bond is created to join the amino acids together. Ayun, kaya pala ito, no, ayan oh. Nakagarahe siya, yung second tRNA, nakagarahe siya sa P site. Kasi nga, peptide side, gagawa na ng chains of proteins. O yung tinatawag na polypeptide. Siyempre, si translation, may katapusan din. Tawag dyan si termination, in which the previous tRNA moves to the P site and the spent tRNA moves to the E site. Ayun. And exit. Okay? The ribosome, on the other hand, reads the stop codon at the end of the mRNA. Meron tayong tatlong stop codon. We have UAA, UAG, or UGA. Okay? So, these are the three stop codon. Okay? Bakit kailangan gawin yun? Well, kailangan gawin yun kasi nakagawa na ng chains ng amino acid, nakagawa na ng protein yung ating ribosome. Okay? Ganun pala niluluto yung protein no, sa loob ng ribosome. Sobrang complicated niya. Yeah, actually para siyang factory, di ba? Meron siyang assembly line, batch by batch. Ay, niluluto yung protein. Well, ganun naman kasi talaga. And of course, the ribosome releases the mRNA and this associates into subunits. Pinakakawalan na kita, mRNA. Pwede ka nang pumunta sa cytoplasm at i-deliver yung mga proteins mo. At maghihiwalay na rin yung dalawang ribosomal subunits. Now, that same mRNA can be read by another ribosome. Yes, kala nyo nagtatapos na doon ang role nila, yung mRNA. Di pa. Okay? Kasi ito
How
yung
is the
video.
information in the mature messenger RNA strand translated into a
Alright. So there you have it, no? In summary of the process of translation, it all happens in the ribosome, in which the mRNA template is used as a strand to make proteins. By whom? By the ribosomal RNA inside the ribosome, which has two subunits, the small and the large subunit. Okay? And of course, meron siyang tatlong process: initiation, translocation, and termination. No, to make the long story short, sa ribosome, niluluto, ina-assemble yung amino acids at proteins. Okay? Na in turn, magiging yung amino acid, magiging polypeptide at of course, magiging protina. Okay? So, kung susumahin natin ulit, no? If putting this all together, the summary of gene expression goes like this. Inside the nucleus, we can see here that the DNA serves as a template for the messenger RNA. Helicase unzips the DNA strand, and of course, RNA polymerase builds, okay? Builds it, therefore releasing the mRNA. But wait, before mRNA becomes the mRNA, it undergoes a complicated procedure of splicing introns and expressing the exons. Now, as mRNA is produced, okay, it leaves the nucleus, goes outside the nuclear pore, and meets with the ribosome, okay, meets with the ribosome, and is associated with that, okay, in the ribosome. mRNA carrying the message of the mRNA strand, okay, with the help of rRNA, of course. Inside the ribosomes, they gumagawa sila ng protein. So the tRNA with the anticodons carry various amino acids to mRNA. Anticodon pairs up with codon. Alam naman na natin yan. So during initiation, the anticodon-codon complementary base pairing starts as the ribosomal subunits come together at a start codon. All right, start generating protein, start protein assembly. Ganun yung nangyayari, no? So, habang nagkakaroon ng mga peptide bonding, okay, at mahaba yung chain ng proteins, okay, in elongation, right? Protein synthesis or polypeptide synthesis, those are the same, takes place one amino acid at a time. Okay? And then again, fast forward, no? As the process of translation is over, the ribosome attaches to the rough ER, okay? And of course, containing proteins pa rin, and can still be used for assembly. Okay? The proteins enter the lumen or the butas of the the rough ER, where it folds and is modified in the Golgi. In advance natin, no? And lastly, during termination, a ribosome reaches a stop codon. Okay, kailangan yun, yung mga stop codon. And the mRNA and the ribosomal subunits disband. End of story. Sipin nyo, no? Nag-start sa DNA sa nucleus. Naging mRNA, nagdala ng mensahe papuntang ribosome. Tinulungan ni ribosomal RNA or ni rRNA si mRNA, okay, para gumawa ng amino acids by, of course, transfer RNA, transferring amino acids to the messenger RNA through the codon-anticodon base pairing, and eventually coding for or generating proteins. Napaka-complex pero kailangan kailangan natin malaman. Para, of course, no, RNA molecules play a prominent role in the regulation of the genome or the genetic information. Okay? And this is one of the evidence that RNA preceded DNA in the evolutionary history of cells. Okay? We connect the dots together. Next, for biological systems connection, the information needed to regulate biological systems from cells to organisms is found within the DNA. DNA carries the genetic information, whereas RNA is responsible for gene expression and protein synthesis. Lastly, connecting it with nature of science. Whether to study DNA, it's so complicated, no? And with all these enzymes and terms, it's hard to wrap it around the head. Well, don't worry, no? The study of DNA structure has led to the development of synthetic nucleotides. Bakit kailangan gawin yun? Bakit kailangan gumawa ng artificially made nucleotides? Kasi po, yan po yung ginagamit to develop meds and other medicinal or health science breakthrough or agricultural breakthrough or biotechnological breakthrough para sa ikakaganda ng buhay nating mga tao. Okay? Now, there is of course a wrap-up song to close this topic. I suggest you watch and stream this at your own risk. And when you reach the end of this video, congratulations. You have just finished course outcome 4. So, thank you so much, STEM students, and of course, all students for sticking through the end of this video. This is Sir Ariel Albero, now signing off.